Everybody alright tonight?
Yes, man, yes, it is.
Look like we're in a good mood tonight, folks. Welcome back again to another night of discussion with Mr. Robert Clark and with Ethan. And myself, engineer from Clark TV. Folks, tonight we will be looking at the topic of respecting your elders. Our points: home training and disciplining the child. How you, as the adult, operate around the child, as well as patience and courtesy extended, or that needs to be extended to our elderlies.
Important.
Yes, very. So stay tuned as we delve into this topic and enjoy.
Yeah, gentlemen.
Yeah, people. Before nothing, even sit down and take in look see. We just want to use this first segment of the video.
Yeah.
To send out a real or a big welcome thank you to the subscribers then. You know. We're continuous improvement of movements of the numbers. It's amazing. So we recognize that we're not into it, so just continue push the thing so we can be able to reach at certain levels where we can be able to see things in a different way as well. So Clark TV supporters overseas, locally, you know, just big up on yourself.
Alright. And remember, folks, engagement, we really want to hear from you, you know. Don't be shy. Let me see now, who will start off with tonight? Ethan!
Yes, sir. Always ready.
No,
I'm the first month of the year, my band, you know.
No.
So I have to be ready.
You say you want to look for me a while ago?
Yeah, like I imitate Japan.
I third time this now it and him start out.
We say what time 90 video them.
Out of 90 videos them.
No, it's a start. Just a start.
Yeah.
Respecting our elders. From me I grow, come up. For one thing my parents them tell me, always respect your elders. And them give me certain practical examples of that.
Yeah.
If me in a bus full to capacity and I say elder come in, I'm in my seat.
Yeah.
If I am willing to, I can or should surrender my seat to the elderly person. But before we, that I feel later on still. Just to give you some example for prep. You know, but the first point is home training and disciplining the child. How important is it that a child get the proper training from home before he got dance abroad out the road? When it comes on to interacting with persons older than them.
Well, I'm from the old school, so you don't know that is very, 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 very important. And that is something that was instilled in us whether we like it or not.
That's true.
We had to have respect. And I can tell you, in the early 90s, a gentleman looked for me after me pass him and a whistle. Man say, you're lucky on a couple of years before that I give you a nice flogging. That's about in the 90s. So, the establishment of discipline is very, very important to the development of children.
Yeah.
You understand what I say? We got the full blunt of it. I am not going to say that it's not evident anymore, but maybe it's not showing up like much as we used to see it.
be recorded or
Right,
covered
or
in a
covered,
wide
right.
range where it's supposed
Because
to.
when we were growing up, we got the discipline. Some of us disciplinarian varied at that point in time. Some of us, the disciplinarian was our mama or maybe daddy. My father was the disciplinarian in my home. Certain restrictions, certain things had to be held up to a point. You have to have manners. My father used to say, tell people morning, afternoon, good evening, good night. And as a youth growing up, you don't know me question everything. I question everything. He said, then suppose me say good morning, I'm not saying anything. My father used to say, the morning is not for them. It's for you to show discipline and courtesy and manners. So it was very, very important, and I'm glad I got my good share of it because it turned me into the man that I am today.
Yeah.
And I'm very proud of that. My father was a disciplinarian, and sometimes I disagree with him, but when I became a man, I realized
Important side.
it's very, very important.
Value,
That's
no?
what he was trying to establish.
Excellent. Sir Clark, your thoughts?
You know, so my mind did swing a while ago.
Swing.
Up and to try to venture during the era where Ethan had mentioned how the discipline of the youngsters and the type of environment where it used to be by the youth exhibiting that level of mannerism in our presence of adults.
Yeah.
But just like most things, it really starts from the home still.
Yeah.
Because if the child fortunate enough to really have two parents
Yeah.
or parents, right? Him not come from a single home. I'm not limiting the single home, say
Yeah, that discipline can come
but
from there.
it's a much better balance when both parents is there, right? And you know, in previous videos you mentioned, say once the child recognize the parents have half balance, them are going to exploit.
Yes.
Yeah.
And take a
One
break.
look
You
loophole.
mentioned that in some of the videos them already. With the youth, I come from that home, that background there, in terms of what the parents them see need to be respectful in our presence of other people, not only now with the elders them or older people.
Yeah, man.
In a them core, it's very
You
important
mean
for them.
among them peers?
Yeah. It's very important for them to exercise a level of discipline level where they get from the home training with them age group as well, so they can be able to move on to other groups with it as well. Because it's very important towards the development and the maturity and the balance of that child. We have him converting a young men and adults in our future. Right? So that is very, very important.
Yeah.
The home.
That's a good point, excellent point. This carries us into our next point. How do you as an adult operate in the presence of the child? As Sir Clark mentioned earlier, so my time the child will sense that the parents are off balance, you know, they might not agree on everything.
Yeah.
The disrespectful behavior that is portrayed between or towards mother and father.
Where you don't see children, they might exercise.
Yeah. But you have to come from somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Them see.
with the parents, you as a parent, not necessarily one still, but you as a parent, do parents or take the time out for think about their interaction with each other and how the child might view it?
I don't think that the parents put a full priority on that to ensure say these things that them have to discuss, whether or not in the child or children presence, them have to really conscious as a boy. They don't want it. Most parents now do it because sometimes when they have disagreement, it will come out as some vibes or some some environment.
Mm-hmm.
Where them
From some long-standing issue, from some,
yeah, because them cannot build something and then get the opportunity to release it. And when they do it, the child go the way sit down around this and then I see the child. Or the child can then nearby and then tell the child some boy, we go and just go sit down and we have a talk. And the child sit down around there and listen to them.
Yeah.
Because but basically when the adult them use this opportunity to talk about them disagreement, them have to be extremely careful because the children them is going to grasp everything from it.
And react to.
Yeah. And if them recognize it get physical with mommy and daddy, they are going to have those practices
Not
in
only that, they are going
them
to
presence as
select.
well.
They are going to select a side. They're going to select who to defend or
That's
who
true.
to be in support of.
That's true.
And when them manifesting at this adult, so come them home eventually be like them grow up and say because they not really meaning say to the parents them from a particular home and people see them in a certain accord meaning say they have them say them are nice people or decent people. In a home then goodly no put up the persona there.
That's true.
Right? Them go they don't be pretend say they're nice in the eyes of other people. But when they're home or when they're in any environment we have to do with them children
Beer war.
aggression, violence, no agreement, all these things. The children is not going to pick up where the perception where you don't bring her from adult to some other friend without the child there, you know, them are gonna pick up a thing them where them both of them don't really
At
have
home.
issues with at home. You know. And hence it affect the school.
Yeah.
Right? It affect the school, it affect all our social standing we have to do with
Exactly.
with children, right?
Because as they progress through life.
The church it will affect too. Because if people will manage and deal with children with the church and can tell upon some more outrageous behavior what the youth then come with.
And it leaves a very, very dismal effect on their communication
Yeah.
with their peers and with older people.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you something, when we were growing up and two people attack, you cannot dare walk through the middle.
Yeah.
There's something that going to happen to you
And come
dangerous.
talk to you
And
without saying excuse.
Yeah. If it's even the phone I ring, I mean, the phone wasn't that popular still, but like something important. Daddy, mama say, if you come for dinner, you have to say, excuse me.
Yeah.
To make sure say, I put a pause to the conversation because that's the way we were taught.
Yeah.
Those are some of the values them where we grew up on still.
Yeah.
But the society, clearly as I mention all the time, the only changes where it take place with human being is information and technology. Right? So basically, how the youth deal with the information, right? It leave the reality and the genuineness of people behind in us.
Yeah.
Right?
And not only that, the erratic way this discipline that we grew up on is being eroded to a point where you got to be careful how you even talk to a young man who could be younger than your child.
Yeah. Because
See me I say?
you have to be careful how you talk to him in terms of like, say you're schooling.
Right.
Yeah. You know, because in some ways, him just don't want nobody talk to him. Or no adult. Because
simple.
these are the things them will learn. Because if you notice, when they're up on the road, just watch some of the younger police then.
Yeah.
If you're in a situation like how me and they up on the road many a time I drive and these things, when the young police come up, sometimes I have to remind them and say, yo, when you are dealing with law, you know, respect these things and show.
Yeah.
And I like so them not teach them these things, you know. But them and for them mindset no see very important. Them I say it no hold no bearings, but it's very because that relate to somebody in that manner. The first thing I'm gonna be in full is be cooperative in full. Him a go listen to what you have to say and him a go respond to it in an amicable way. So we can have a smooth communication between police and civilian. And that basically have happened. But some people when they come to you, they want to tell you, dictate to you on these things, and it force you to react.
Whatever I say is law.
It force you to react.
On a different basis, you know. I tell a lot of people, I tell a lot of kids too, because I deal with kids every single day. Even when I'm not coaching them, I deal with kids every day. The little name where them call me Uncle Ethan, Mr. Ethan, is something that I earn. That is not something that somebody just get up and say, Mr. Ethan, or Uncle Ethan. I have to establish my manners and my courtesy to them to get it back.
As an adult from that aspect, you have to show the children them these things.
I have to show them things there in order to get it back.
You can't just expect it from the children alone.
And we know that the communication now, where that is concerned, some of the time is null and void. It not exists in some of them homes. So when I deal with them and make sure say my manners up front at all times.
So thank you, Ethan. Thank you very much, because that carries us into our third point. Exercising patience and courtesy. So earlier, me and Sir Clark did discuss this part here, this point, and Sir Clark said, you know, the elders have to show the youth them the patience and the courtesy.
So
it's
a responsibility for us in order to show.
Because you can't get what you not give, you know.
No.
You can't get what you not give.
In full, the elder them have to look on that. To show a little bit more patience to the child, because even though they evolve into a different dimension where discipline is concerned, you still have to exhibit that. So when they do basically have come around, right, then can recognize it. They can recognize, ladies and gentlemen, sometimes we have some little bike war in our community, you know, so if I recognize the past, I'm make have to kind of only hear what I have to say without this
interference.
But back to the point in terms of with the patience you have to do with the adult. The adult, because sometimes when you as an adult use patience with the children, then you are able to understand them more. Right? Because them will look for an example, you know, to follow, you know. But then not follow it straightforward.
That's true.
Over a period of time, because even when we observe, especially with boy pitney don't listen to what parents tell them say. But what boy pitney do, he operate, or parents operate, especially in father when he get older.
We look and we see what going on first.
They look, so these things are very important. But on the next note, when I look on how you see world set up, right? The youth them really, the things them where they engage in and allow them mind, or people them where them associate themselves with. If you look on that little long time style with discipline. Right? Then discipline are gonna come through things. Right? Because just if you have a car and you have to give one of them a drive, just look on the type of manners and respect what they show you. You have a money and you have to share it up. Trust me, you wouldn't believe say them people.
I do believe say the same one them.
You have food, you have clothes, where you have a share in any aspect. Them approach is totally different. Right? So most of them manners operate through things. It's not really
genuine.
It are genuine manners. You get me?
It's conditional, so it
also
highlights
because you have something to offer me. My manners has come transparent now. Because of what you're trying to give me.
And you that believes they are so this manners.
One day is that, you get manners tricks and shit. As what the experts tell us, this is the the smartest generation yet, based on technology, based on their use of technology.
And information.
But
So I just access to information.
I would differ, because if the technology was in my era, we would surpass this race
Ethan,
far.
Ethan, the technology and the information and the format how we have access to information in these times, you know, how we use it, you know.
Yeah.
Why it come out in a negative form, you know, but when you look on it, it's used for all different purposes.
Yeah.
So if you choose to use it to be impertinent and rude, you can do an excellent job in being like that. And if you choose to ensure say your discipline and mannerism improve upon, and it can transform you in a more balanced and a more respectable and suitable person, the all of the machineries and resources is there for you to use it like that. You know, so basically I just how them take from the information and from the technology and use it in a negative form.
Yeah. So our final question for tonight, you see, we talk a whole lot about parents and home.
Yeah.
Who is a role model? Who is a role model to you? Because when the child is at home, yes, them observe parents. When them go to school, them have them teacher and them have them classmates.
Remember the middle passage, never pass through all of some derogatory and not so derogatory people before them reach school. Not all of them, because some of them get transferred for a yard or straight to school.
Yeah.
But the one them that has to use the road pass through some people and some information and some wordings.
The road, the bus too. The
Yeah.
taxi.
Yeah, and the taxi when them are
I remember
really
saying
supposed
vulgarity,
to be
you know.
right. It's right.
Vulgarity, the left, right, and center. You know.
Yeah,
but
But it left up to the stability of that child.
the role model.
That's true, but if we stick to a question still, you know, the
Uh-huh.
role model, you know, because we're going to look on somebody who would have say have access to a child for a certain amount of time, maybe over an hour or two, right? So in that regard, who is a role model to a child? A good role model, a bad role model?
Well,
we left that the part that
Role
we,
model
what is
are
a role
something
model?
much wider than just the child, you know. Because everybody need role model. Even though they may not say it, right?
They do
Because
need
some people use role model from a spiritual perspective, where they may use a God where they believe in as their role model, right? But for me, my personal view in terms of with a role model from an earthly perspective, you see that man or that woman where you see God morning, evening, and fin, food, hospitality, everything for your family, right? Those people are people when me classify as a role model. I now go get up and come tell us boy, this person here, I'm a role model. Any weapon the face I hurt me there. I recognize.
Yeah, once you observe them behavior.
Yo, those type of practice with people, me see them as a role model, because I believe that is a format where if people take on to these things, the world can be a better place. It can change, because you don't have to say role model through the things them what them have. Through the things them what them have access to.
And I think that that is a very important point that the coach would mention, because out of the spectrum of things, some of the role models that some of the kids them have question even your integrity as a person.
That's true. As a parent.
As a parent. Why this person?
But
And
you
sometimes it puzzles you.
You can come to terms that the child really gravitate to these things, you know, because the child have no knowledge or, you know, expose the child to these things.
Yeah, but them still highlight it.
But just because the tablet and the all the instrument them they inside where them have access to still.
Yeah,
You know?
the information.
But well, let's say I still go back to school.
Yeah.
Because when a child wake up 6 o'clock to go to school and him spend maybe let's say 8 hours or more feed
No
day.
children no sleep them the time them man. Any pitney will sleep them the time they get 8 hours sleep.
No,
Them
man.
Them the pitney they sick or go prepare for the one surgery.
Hear me out, man.
Pitney
Hear
at
me.
3 and 4 hours sleep then get.
You get up 6 o'clock to go to school.
Yeah.
Right? I just the time I show you, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
And you get your child ready for go to school. You drop them off at school by 8 o'clock. The ride over, well, that's if you carry them or a bus. But them left school 2 o'clock. Them come home before you come home 6, 7 o'clock. You're tired. The only thing you ask the pitney, you get homework, you do it, yeah. You go to your bed and that's it. You prepare for your next day. And that's a cycle for the next almost 18, 21 years.
That is a dangerous cycle.
So,
No, you normally find the operating principle from the male, you know.
the
That type of
the,
cycle, you know.
Yeah.
the male what?
The
male
child?
parent,
Male
the male
parent.
parent.
The male parent.
Because the mother is not like
The
that.
mother will never be like that.
You get to me I say?
But it take 2 for raise the pitney, you know.
Yeah.
No, it not take 2. It take certain things to raise the children.
Certain things that-
remember say you as a parent, you as a single parent, a one rent I should say.
I want rent.
You know have a legacy of a parents.
No.
So you're alone.
You're alone.
Okay.
You get
In
to me I
that
say?
event, alright.
So if you're alone, if a mother, the mother have put priority to ensure say the youth.
The youth establish
Yeah.
the different criteria for every aspect
Mm-hmm.
of the growing up and the possibilities of becoming a good, well-rounded young person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a mother will never, because sometimes some of us, me question it all the time. Oh, some mother do it.
Yeah, for real.
Me I tell you, because she have a full day at work and she comes home. Before she even kick off the boat, she start think about what me have to cook. Ask about homework. If homework no do, she help him do homework and she cook at the same time. And at the same at the interim, she think about whenever we gotta work tomorrow.
Yeah.
And you understand me? I say.
The reason why I
house
bring
is
out that
clean.
still, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You see the difference in time your child spend away from you,
Yeah.
a lot can happen.
A lot.
And the fact that when we come home, truth be told, we tired. I mean, your parents tired, right? And me know the point, a mother will put out that extra effort to
Yeah.
get certain things done.
More than
Because
the father. But
more than the father.
And like the father not do it, you know.
Yeah.
But
And
trust
that-
me.
Or it might not be as
Between-
overt
in
as a
the-
mother.
Yeah, in between that
Well, you know,
space and spectrum that you're
a
talking
lot
about.
of young people, children, they're left to their own devices pretty much between
Yeah,
when they go to
because-
school and come home.
But
Yeah.
even
And they're exposed to so many different people.
while we're at this, we can't talk about it because the records show how far back the children them did by just being at home in a little COVID party where you don't expect the parents and then they fail support them. But I want to make one point clear. I want people to understand say one of the most education remain the only main in terms of its sustainable success. You get what I say?
Yeah.
Right? So when you see parents put out effort, right, for children to make sure some boy they have a good education or be able to do well in their education. Because remember say people come in with all 90, you know, and parents mad, you know,
Yeah.
and want to beat them or even beat them to them the score there, you know. You understand? Because they want them people to be straight A children, right? And remember say, if them check them history, no genius, no in them family lineup. Now no genius set, but them want kill the pitney.
Yeah.
So the pitney be
everybody I go get straight A.
Yeah.
Some will get some B and some C.
But it still remain, even though it sounds draconian still, but it still remain the number one format in terms of attaining success and sustainable success through education. And when you talk about quick, it can be quick as well. Right? It can be quick as well. But one thing we can guarantee anyone, from you target that route, right, as something sustainably I move towards. And me, my vision and thought in terms of when it comes on to youth and people is to lean more towards education, where it includes skills, where it include all like things that we have to do, make you able to do things so you can be able to benefit from its success.
Yeah, we understand fully what the coach is saying, you know. But between that time when you drop off the child at school and the time that you get back to that child, whether it's you pick them up or you come home, come see them, they are exposed
So
to the negative part of the teaching that you are trying to establish.
Or get rid of.
And
Get rid of.
some of the people that they are exposed to becomes their role models.
But Ethan, when
And it
somebody,
shouldn't be.
when you carry your child or children them go school, you know, you're thinking even if at 2:30 you have to pick them up, you carry them from 8 or so, the first thing come to your mind, you know, is that the child is in a safe environment and the child is learning. If it's an environment when you're on a proper supervision and management, it will make you concerned. You will worry about it, right? But the main aim when you let off the youth, that's that they are free. So the youth are right and the youth are get something we can learn.
So,
because I cut you, homework is not for children, you know. Homework is for parents.
Well, them homework are nowadays. Cause
Everybody.
Because when me used to get homework, I feel me one and feel me alone.
But I think them need to put some more emphasis on homework as well, you know. Right? Because they can use it as a format to help the child and to help the parents to get closer to the
child, yes.
To the child. And
to see that the part they play out.
And to help the parents to move in a certain direction. So you see, if homework and teacher or with the curriculum is able to highlight for use as homework, I think them can take that into consideration and it will help shape a society.
Yes, definitely.
You know? It's just a dumpling for thought that, you know. You see, it can change the society still.
Yes, that's true.
Dumpling for thought?
Yeah, man, dumpling for thought, man.
Remember food in a society.
So, I'm going to give my final nugget. Right, just so.
Okay.
And then I go on phone.
Like a food channel?
Yes, man.
Upon the view of your role model.
Yes, upon the view of who is your role model. Listeners, if you're a parent, about to be a parent,
long time.
Yeah, man. Aspiring parent, or even if you're an uncle or aunt.
Michael practicing parent.
That's what you call him. We all have a sphere of influence. We have children around us. We should recognize that we are the child's best. Well, we can choose to be the best or worst role model they ever have.
That is so true.
I just how we view ourselves and how we view the child and society.
But
who is
your role model?
My role model?
Yeah, because that are from the child to you. Who is your role model from you to your understanding?
Oh, okay. My role model. I'm missing him. Never really give this no thought still, you know.
You never forget no thought. Because based on my operation, the operation and the understanding as an individual from our characteristics, I think you can use your parents as a fine instrument of being a role model to you.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
you're fortunate to have both of them.
No. The first
What?
time, no man, we're not fortunate. The first time
You're
when,
fortunate, man.
No, listen to-
Alright,
listen to
you're
me.
15 it then.
exactly.
You're 15 it.
Because the first time when I talk to Bulla about my parents and the influence when they have for my life, Bulla said, well, me say me fortunate. Bulla said, no, you're 15 it. Tell you that. So when I come talk about
That's a
fortunate, I
legacy.
I come cut my thing short now.
Yeah, but you know, those things, you know, that my observation that.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if you say other you in terms of role model because some people want have some particular name and then something.
No, man.
Because enough people look on people who have money to be role model.
Yeah.
But for me,
I just
look
have
on
things.
somebody for them be role model to me who have money. Their main priority, it must be giving back. Not
Yes.
collecting from other people
That's
to give
true.
back, but giving
It
back
have to be given
what
back.
they have.
Yeah.
In
They
full.
share.
They're sharing back over a period.
And that would be a good role model.
Excellent. So Ethan, you're not get that cause Bulla just give him.
Well, I don't know about a nugget thing.
If you want to give one slice of yam, we take that too.
we put it in a different frame of mind because when I turn this in our food channel. I think that the role models play a very important part in the child's development.
No,
But
you're role model.
Yeah man, you're
my role model,
Yeah man.
me have to choose somebody that was my role model
We're still big
Is
and still is.
as us.
Well, when I was growing up, my role model was my mother. Even to this day, me ask myself, how she do them things. You understand what I say? Father rest her soul,
Yeah.
but she still live on in me. Cause
Yeah.
no week, no day, no go past. And remember some things when mama do or say, and my sister can give in full statement on that, cause we talk about it all the time. But growing up, it was good. It was good because we try our best to live as good as possible, have manners, go to school. You see me I say?
Well, for your mother to be a good role model to you, that's amazing.
But what puzzles me is some of these kids know, some of them have good parents, but they still don't use them as role models.
I am,
Them pick some footballer,
Ethan, I am going
some
to share.
dancehall artists as them role model.
the sound like one next topic still in.
Yeah.
You know, so and the time for spent already.
Yeah.
Yeah man. But we understand what you say, Ethan.
Yeah.
They tend to pick persons outside of the home.
Outside of
You know,
the
whether it be a
spectrum.
celebrity
That's why
or
we give
something.
you a cross section of home if you
Yeah.
But as what you say next time we have to be able to dive in on some of them things there.
Yeah.
But more I able to big up the first lady. Yeah. Big up with fans them, with family and with friends them.
Yeah.
You know, Clark TV. Yeah. Remember,
Yeah,
some
man,
people
we
you don't know, yeah, but some man are yell you up and then set son like them as a blessed from heart and on the right side. You know, but I am not
Them and they cut your
upon the left
short
side.
Well, let me big up my family, you know.
Yeah.
My tower strength, my family. See me I say they are not perfect, but love them just the same.
Yeah man.
Big up my subscribers, them, my fans, the
Yeah,
parents,
for real.
the people them who influence us to keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to
Clark
give off
Academy
our
youths.
best,
Yeah man.
And the youth them and them parents and everything. But just want to big up everybody and make them know say we appreciate you so much and we love you all, and your success is our success because
Yeah, for
we
real.
consider ourselves to be one. So thank you very much and God bless.
Alright folks, like, share and subscribe. That's it from Clark TV. And it is Us TV, not Me TV.
Yeah.
Alright, till next time.